Good afternoon and happy Thursday. Welcome to Mrs. Abell's Cartoon at Noon. Today is March the 26th, 2020. I hope you're all having a terrific day. As you can see, today's drawing is going to be my pal Snoopy, originally drawn by the awesome Charles Schulz. Snoopy's part of Charlie Brown and the Peanuts gang. And today, Snoopy is wearing his Joe Cool sweater because, listen, we're going through some rough times right now out there in the world, and I think Snoopy is reminding us that we all need to keep our cool, because that's how he rolls. He's too cool for school. So grab a pencil, grab a marker, grab a piece of paper, grab some things to color with, and remember, you can push pause during any portion of this to catch up and then keep going along with the film, okay? All right, so let's get ready. You are putting your paper in the portrait formation, so vertical page. We are going to draw Snoopy's head and then his body. So you want to be careful about how much room you take up on the page. You don't want to go too close to the top of the page because you want room for his whole head, but you don't want to go too far down when we draw his head because you want to leave room for his body, okay? So try and gauge that a little bit. We are going to start with Snoopy's glasses. And so what we're going to do is right there on your page, you are going to draw 2 circles. One circle there, leave a little bit of space, and you're going to draw another circle, okay? They have a little bit of room in between them. Don't worry if they're exactly the same. In a minute, we're going to fill them all in, and that'll give you the opportunity to correct that a little bit if you need to. In between, you want to put the bridge of his nose, of his glasses. It's just a straight line that goes across, and if you want to thicken that up a little bit with your marker or your pencil to make it look like it's in between the 2 sunglass lenses, then go ahead and do that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fill those in using either a marker or using your pencil or a crayon. But as you go ahead and fill that in nice and solid, because these are sunglasses, so you don't see Snoopy's eyes, you can use this time to go ahead and smooth out the edges of your circle. If you feel like one is too oval or if you feel like it's a little bumpy on the edges, this is a time for you to go ahead and try and correct that a little bit before we move on. So you can go ahead and smooth that out until you feel like you've got good glasses going on there. All right, let's go ahead and get Snoopy's nose on this page. Those are his glasses. He's all set. Let's get Snoopy's nose. So a little bit of a step down from this lens and over a little bit to the left, and we are going to go ahead and do a nice oval. This is a stretched circle that's kind of on its side. A nice oval like that. And at the top of the oval, you're going to do a little circle for the highlight on his nose. And then you can go ahead and fill in his nose as well, nice and black. Snoopy has a nice solid black nose. All right, so we have his eyeglasses so far. We have his nose. Let's go ahead and get Snoopy's face in there. So when you're drawing, I always tell my students, it's all about looking at what you're drawing and trying to break it down into shapes. I always say if you can draw a circle, if you can draw a triangle, if you can draw a rectangle and a square, then you know how to draw. It's also about seeing things that remind you of other things. So for instance, Snoopy's nose or his muzzle, around here, this part of his head, really looks like a big capital letter C, a big uppercase C. So what you need to do is starting from his glasses here, from the middle of his glasses, you are going to come out around his nose, a nice capital letter C, like that. And as you get sort of underneath his nose, then you're going to curve it down a little bit like that, and that's going to be the top of Snoopy's neck. All right, let's get the rest of his head and his ear over here. So this is starting from the top of this sunglass lens, we're going to go up, a nice rainbow arch, kind of up and over, and down, and then you're going to swoop in like a capital letter J, like a hook, to create his ear. So like this, you're going to go nice and smooth over, down, and then swoop up, and you're going to stop 2/3 of the way back up there because his ear does not connect all the way to the top of his head, okay? So now you've got the kind of the rainbow arch down and then swoop up as a hook or like a capital letter J. All right, let's fill in his ear, the nice black inside of his ear. So the way to do that is you're going to create a double line here, following the same shape that you did. Create a line that kind of goes inside. And then to fill in Snoopy's ear, I always tell my students that they shouldn't scribble scrabble when they color or fill in, but in this case, I'm going to allow it. So inside Snoopy's ear, you can kind of grab your marker or your pencil, and it's okay if it looks a little bit messy. That's kind of how Charles Schulz designed Snoopy. So you can kind of see the highlights of his ear, and if it goes outside the lines a little bit, that's completely okay. So you're filling in his ear to look like Snoopy's ear, like so. All right, let's get the arm of Snoopy Sunglasses. So starting from this lens, you're going to draw a line on an angle, straight line, but angled, that stops when you get to his ear. And then it's going to go behind his ear, so invisibly the line continues, and then join it up over here on the other side of his head and hook it down. So it shows you that those are his sunglasses. And you can go ahead and make a double line with that, so that it thickens them up a little bit, and then go ahead and fill that in so you have his nice black sunglasses that tuck behind his ear. Okay, let's get the rest of his head here into his neck. So starting from, you're kind of matching up the line over here, you're going to go straight across and curve that line like so, and now you've created the top of Snoopy's neck. All right, couple of things before we move on to his body. First of all is we need Snoopy's silly grin. He's always looking so cool and smiling. So it's a typical traditional smiley face, but it touches against the bottom of his head here, against his muzzle. So you're going to start like a smiley face, go across a little, and then up like that, okay? So you can kind of thicken that up a little bit as well if you like, and you've made his kind of goofy grin. There's really no right or wrong way to do that. Last thing we need to put on Snoopy's head is his other ear. The other ear is on the other side of his head, so we would only see a little portion of it. Down here below his mouth, you're going to do like a letter U, like so. You can go ahead if you want to put a little highlight, little circle at the top there, and go ahead and fill that all in so that you have Snoopy's other ear right there. Okay, now what we're going to do is get into his Joe Cool sweatshirt. Look, he's totally looking like Snoopy. He's awesome. So his Joe Cool sweatshirt, first we're going to do the collar, and the collar is a little oval that's right there at the bottom of where you drew his neck. So a little oval shape. For his body, we are going to draw a little sweater, and it's going to be, you know, Snoopy's a little bit chubby. He's so cute. So what you'll do here is a little curved line that comes out and stops. Over on the other side, same thing. Curve out a little bit and stop. And then you're going to go ahead and close that off to make Snoopy's sweater. To make it look like his hands and his arms are going behind his back, what you'll need to do here is draw a line that comes out and back in again, like that. And on the other side of his body, a curved line that goes out and back in again. So it makes it look like his arms are behind his back. And then, of course, you need to write the words Joe Cool on his shirt in uppercase letters. So Joe, J-O-E, and then he is cool. You can put that on his shirt because he is Joe Cool. All right, we're getting there. Let's go ahead and put Snoopy's body on there. The rest of his body, we need his rest of his torso and then his legs and his feet. So for the bottom, what you're going to do is you're going to curve a little line in like so. And same thing on the other side, curve a little line in like so. And then you are going to go ahead and put a straight line down here and a straight line down there. That's his legs. I'll turn the camera just a little bit so that you can see what's happening at the bottom here. You'll put a line in the middle that indicates 2 of his legs. See, we're getting there, and now we just have to have Snoopy's feet on here. So to do his feet, what you will do is from the bottom of each of those legs, you will make kind of a little hook. So this one comes out and curves there, and you'll stop. Same thing on the other side. Go straight across, curve, and then you are going to want to join those. And if you want to make a little, where it goes up a little bit to show that it's 2 different feet, you can do that. Again, not perfect, and that's okay. I made one foot a little bit longer than the other. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and put his little claws, his little toe marks in there, little curved lines like that. And there you have it. You have created Snoopy looking like Joe Cool. He is too cool for school. Grab a pencil, grab whatever you want, crayons, color them all in, and you are ready to go. So Joe Cool. Have a great day. Enjoy, and I can't wait to see these. Don't forget to post them on Facebook and put hashtag cartoon@noon, all one word, or you can email me, Abell, Kabell, @myholyfamilyschool.org. Have a great Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow.